You love your dog, right? That's why you're here watching this. You want to keep them safe, healthy, and happy. And that means understanding how dangerous heat can be for our furry friends. Unlike us, dogs can't just take off a layer of clothes or grab a cold drink when they're hot. They rely on us to be aware, to be prepared, and to take action. Heat stroke is a serious issue and it can happen faster than you think. But don't worry, I'm here to help you become the pack leader your dog needs you to be. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about keeping your dog cool and safe during the summer months. We'll talk signs, we'll talk prevention, and we'll make sure you're ready for anything. Okay, dog owners, first things first, we need to understand the enemy, heat stroke. What is it? It's when a dog's body temperature rises too high, usually from being out in the heat for too long. You see, unlike us, dogs don't sweat to cool down. They pant, but that's not always enough. Their normal temperature is higher than ours, around 101 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. But when it shoots past 103, that's when danger starts flashing. Above 106, now you're talking about a real emergency. We need to be able to spot the signs before it ever gets to that point. Now imagine this. You're out for a walk with your furry best friend. The sun is shining, you're both enjoying the day. But how do you know if your dog is getting too hot? Look for excessive panting, their tongue hanging out way further than usual. Are they drooling a lot, maybe even having trouble breathing? Are they moving slower than usual, maybe even stumbling? These are all signs that your dog is saying, hey, I'm getting too hot. Don't ignore these signs. I remember this one time a dog owner contacted me, panicked because their Labrador Retriever, usually a ball of energy, was lying on the ground, panting heavily after a walk. Luckily, they acted quickly and got the dog to the vet, preventing a potential disaster. Prevention is key, my friends. We need to be proactive, not reactive. So what are the essential things you can do to keep your dog safe from heat stroke? First, never, ever leave your dog in a parked car, even with the windows cracked. The temperature inside a car can skyrocket in minutes, even on a mild day. It's a death trap. Second, always make sure your dog has access to fresh, cool water, and I mean always. Third, avoid strenuous exercise during the hottest parts of the day. Opt for early morning or late evening walks when it's cooler. Think of it like this. You wouldn't want to be stuck outside in the scorching sun without any shade, right? Well, neither does your dog. Inside, make sure they have a cool spot to relax, maybe with a fan or air conditioning. You can even put down a damp towel for them to lie on. Outside, provide plenty of shade, whether it's under a tree, a patio umbrella, or a purpose-built doghouse. Remember, a comfortable dog is a happy dog. Water, water, water. It's essential for life, especially for dogs in the heat. But how do you make sure your furry friend is drinking enough? Some dogs love those fancy dog fountains. You know, the ones that constantly circulate water. Others might prefer a little flavor boost. You can add some low-sodium chicken broth or bone broth to their water bowl to make it more appealing. Get creative. I love a good walk, and so do our dogs. But during the summer, we need to be smart about when we take them out. The pavement can get scorching hot and burn their paws. A good rule of thumb is to do the 5-second rule. Place the back of your hand on the pavement. If you can't hold it there for 5 seconds, it's too hot for your dog's paws. Early morning or late evening walks are your best bet. I can't stress this enough. Never, ever leave your dog alone in a car, even for a few minutes. Not even with the windows cracked. The temperature inside a car can rise to deadly levels in minutes, even on a cloudy day. It's like an oven in there. If you see a dog trapped in a hot car, call 911 immediately. It could save their life. Just like humans, some dogs are more susceptible to heat stroke than others. Brachycephalic breeds, those with short noses like bulldogs and pugs, have a harder time breathing in general, making them more vulnerable to heat stroke. Overweight dogs, senior dogs, and those with certain medical conditions are also at higher risk. Know your dog's limits and adjust your activities accordingly. A little grooming can go a long way in keeping your dog cool. Brushing your dog regularly helps remove loose fur, which can trap heat. But be careful with shaving. A dog's coat actually helps regulate their body temperature. If you do shave your dog, never shave down to the skin, as this can make them more susceptible to sunburn. Cooling products help your dog beat the heat in style, keeping them comfortable and safe during hot weather. Luckily, there are tons of great products out there designed to keep our dogs cool. Cooling mats, vests, bandanas, you name it. These products use evaporative cooling or other technologies to help lower your dog's body temperature. Just make sure to introduce them slowly and always supervise your dog when using them. Heatstroke is an emergency. Here's what to do to help your dog quickly and safely. Even with the best prevention, accidents can happen. If you suspect your dog has heatstroke, every second counts. First, move your dog to a cool, shaded area immediately. Next, offer them small amounts of cool, not cold water. You can also wet their fur with cool water, focusing on the chest, belly, and paws. Then, get them to a veterinarian immediately. Summer is a great time for adventures with your furry best friend, but when you're traveling or attending events, you need to be extra cautious about the heat. Always bring plenty of fresh water and a collapsible bowl. Make sure there's a shady spot for your dog to rest at your destination. And if it's really hot, consider leaving your dog at home where they'll be safe and comfortable. Just because it's hot, doesn't mean your dog has to be bored. There are plenty of fun and safe ways to keep them entertained. How about a refreshing dip in a kiddie pool, or a game of find the treats with ice cubes? You can even freeze their favorite toys in water for a cool treat. Use your imagination. Let's clear up some common misconceptions about dogs and heat. First, my dog will stop playing when they're tired. Not always true. Dogs often push themselves to please us, even when they're overheated. Second, only certain breeds are prone to heat stroke. While some breeds are more susceptible, any dog can suffer from heat stroke. And lastly, it's okay to leave my dog in the car for a few minutes with the windows cracked. Absolutely not. I can't stress this enough. You've made it! Now you're armed with the knowledge to keep your furry friends safe and cool all summer long. Remember, a little prevention goes a long way. Pay attention to the signs, be prepared, and don't be afraid to adjust your plans if needed. Your dog depends on you. Now go out there and enjoy the summer safely with your best friend by your side. And remember, a tired dog is a good dog, but a cool dog is a safe dog.